by the people of Russia, because we mean no ill towards them.
That's absolute rubbish, in my honest opinion. Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at the suicide pact, the downfall and the destruction of Europe because of their insistence on sanctions that aren't working and sanctions that are destroying their own nations from the inside. This is another prime example of it. Now we all have seen that the EU has effectively forced member states, all of them, nearly all of them, as many as they possibly can, to stop using Russian oil and gas. Even if it hurts the people. You've heard Ursula von der Leyen say as much, and a lot of the other leaders. It's a necessary thing that we're going to have to do for the Ukraine. Well, it seems that Russia are now going to cut off the gas supply, and they're cutting off the gas supply to France. Now, what's France and the EU's response to this? You'd think it would be, we're going to have a look at these sanctions because they're hurting us more than they're hurting the Russians. They're not doing what we said that they were going to do, so we should have another look at them. Oh no, that's not what they're going to do. They're going to double down. They're going to double down. So they've effectively said to the people, this is Macron, that there's an end of abundance because of the energy crisis that they've created. An end of abundance. Now, do you think he means him or the other EU leaders? Do you think it's an end of abundance for him, or do you think it's just for you? Absolutely ridiculous. Now, this is going to cause havoc in France because, as you're probably aware, most of Europe is quite dependent on oil and gas. Now, I'm surprised it's taken this long for Russia to threaten this, but it seems like we're here, and it's just before winter. Perfect timing if you think about it from a Russian's point of view. But for the rest of us, for Europe itself, we're in deep water here, and they're not doing anything to change it. They're not going to stop the sanctions. They're not going to talk with Russia. They're not going to come to some trade agreement that's amicable for both sides. Oh, no. They're going to make you suffer while they convert you on a podium about how amazingly great they are. So I thought we'd have a look at the real figures and facts and the real way that it's going. Now, as you're probably aware, the sanctions are designed to cripple Russia. Well, it seems that they've managed to export the most oil in any August on record. It's great, isn't it? So Russia aren't being affected at all. In fact, they're making a killing. And not only that, but China are now selling gas. This is the best one. Selling gas to the EU and Europe at an inflated price, and they get it from Russia, just so that Europe can virtue signal on said podiums about how great they are and say that they're not actually using Russian oil and gas anymore. We're virtuous. Meanwhile, they're pretending to everyone else, like me and you, that we're in a crisis. Now, don't just believe me that they're in a crisis. This is the eurozone's inflation rate, as it's just hit a record high of 9.1%. Now, what you're thinking, would that mean in real terms? Well, this is the wages in real worth that are collapsing. Absolutely shocking, isn't it? So effectively, all of the money that you are earning, if you're able to earn money still, which with these power problems may be a major issue, if you're still able to earn money, every penny that you're earning is dropping off a cliff because of the inflation, all designed by the Europe and the EU and all of the West leaders to cripple Russia, and it's doing everything but. It's not even crippling China, to be honest. They're making a killing and all. Great, isn't it? And this is right before winter. Now, let's not forget, we were all told, were we not, if we didn't get jibby-jabbied, we'd be killing Granny and that was abhorrent. Well, how many grannies are these going to kill with these stupid sanctions? Answer me that one. This is something they won't answer. Let me know what you think, though. I'd like to know your opinion on this. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to Europe, isn't it, with all of the leaders virtue signalling about how amazingly great they are because they've cut off the supply lines and now they're all talking about rationing. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this goes, especially in France, considering Macron. Don't forget, France had a major revolution once, didn't they? Let me know what you think. Stay sane. See you on the next one.